All right, so in this video, we're going to be going over determining the right niche, transformation to offer, and pricing. Let's get right into it. This is the bird's eye view of what we're going to be covering today. Standard operating procedure for one, determining the right niche. So the different steps, such as 1, self-reflection and assessment, 2, market research, 3, ideal client persona creation, 4, niche validation, and then step 2 in the process is determining the right transformation to offer. So step 1, understand client pain points and desires. Step 2, define your transformation. Step 3, validate your transformation. And then 3 is determining your right price. So step 1 is cost analysis. Step 2, value-based pricing. Step 3, market research. Step 4, pricing strategy. And then extra tools. So Google Trends, SEM Rush, Sumo, customer development interviews, HubSpot, so there's a bunch of tools here. We'll go over them. Frameworks and methodologies, we'll go over those as well. So determining the right niche. All right, so here is a diagram, the micro niche pyramid. So here's what we see: health insurance, and then health insurance UK, private health insurance UK, and then private health insurance UK for the over 60s, right? As you can see, every level it's more dialed in, it's more honed in. And we like to say for every level, there's a different devil. So if you're just targeting health insurance, it's very broad, and your messaging, your offer, and everything is going to be a lot different than if you're specifically targeting private health insurance UK for over 60s, right? Now, step 1, self-reflection and assessment. So think of your strengths and passions, reflect on your past experiences and qualifications, and identify areas where you have proven expertise or unique insights. And guys, a lot of these steps and things we've covered in other videos, and this is more of just a bonus training, all right, just to really let people flush it out. And the reason I'm doing a few of these is because when it comes to niche and offer and messaging, you can never rehash and rehear it enough and think about it and hear it in different perspectives and in different ways. So there are a lot of new things in here, but at the same time, it's kind of an overview, and a lot of this stuff we already touched on and whatnot. But anyways, step 2, market research. Conduct market opportunity analysis. Use tools like Google Trends, SEM Rush, Sumo to identify trending needs, gaps, and opportunities in the industry. All right, it says coaching here in a lot of places, but this applies for any business, whether you're a marketing agency, service-based business. All right, now research your competition using SWOT analysis. All right, so you can check out this guide here. There's also a video on SWOT analysis, how to do it. Identify areas where your competitors are lacking and where you can stand out. Step 3, ideal client persona creation. So use customer development interviews to gain insight into your potential clients' needs and challenges. Develop an ideal client persona using tools such as HubSpot's Make My Persona. This should guide your niche choice and help you tailor your services to your ideal client's needs. Also, guys, of course, the Stride Foundations systems workbook is going to be pivotal for all of this stuff. If you haven't watched that training, go watch it, and a lot of these trainings will feed into that, so you can pretty much take the information from a lot of these trainings and just plug it into there. All right, now step 4, and that's like a central hub. All right, step 4, niche validation. Test your niche using lean startup principles. Create a minimal viable product, MVP, or if it's a course, MVC, or service, so MVS, to offer potential clients and gather feedback. Conduct surveys to your network or in relevant online communities to validate your chosen niche. 2, determining the right transformation to offer. So step 1, understand client pain points and desires. Use the information gained from your ICP and customer development interviews to understand their biggest challenges and desires. Step 2, define your transformation. So apply the spin selling technique to identify that transformation that you can offer. And the spin selling model, which stands for situation, problem, implication, and need payoff, is a sales technique developed by Neil Rackman. It's used to understand the client's situation and needs, identify and explore potential problems they are facing, discuss the implications of these problems, and finally present the need payoff, which is essentially the benefit the client would get from using your services or products. To apply this model, to define the transformation your offer for your offer, follow these steps. So situation, understand the potential client's current situation. Your goal here is to gain a comprehensive understanding of the potential client's current situation. Use questions that help you to explore their current circumstances, needs, and objectives. So what is their current situation, both personally and professionally? What are their long-term and short-term goals? What are their primary responsibilities and concerns? And we cover a lot of these. We have like even a script for you that you probably would have seen in the other training for doing like interview style questions and research. So 2, problem. Identify problems in your potential client's current situation. So once you understand your client's current situation, you can begin to identify potential problems or issues they might be facing. These could be challenging, preventing them from reaching their reaching their goals, or factors that are causing them stress or dissatisfaction. What are the problems they're facing in achieving their goals? What are there any issues in their current situation that is causing them discomfort? What are their biggest challenges right now? And then 3, implication, understanding the implications of these problems. After identifying these problems, it's crucial to explore the implications of these problems if left unresolved. This stage involves demonstrating the urgency and importance of addressing the identified issues. What is the impact of the problems on their personal or professional life? How are these issues affecting their performance or happiness? If left unresolved, how will these problems influence their future? And then 4, need payoff, presenting your service or offer as a solution. The final stage is where you will present your transformation, the transformation your service, coaching, or product can offer. This is your solution to their problems and the benefits they will get from working with you. Make sure to tie in the benefits directly to the problem and implications discussed in the previous steps. How can your offer help them overcome their identified problems? What are the benefits they can expect from your offer, and how will their situation improve once they're undergone the transformation for your offer? Remember, the spin selling technique is based on the understanding of empathizing with your potential clients. This isn't about selling a generic solution, but about tailoring your offer transformation to address their unique problems and aspirations. And we have a very, very in-depth and thorough sales training module and section. So in terms of all that stuff, once you get to that section, you're gonna become a veteran. And once you really digest that and internalize it and start implementing it and see the results, so we get way more in depth. Anyways, so throughout this process, it's essential to keep open communication, listen actively, and provide responses to show that you understand and value their perspectives. And then this builds trust and shows your potential clients that you genuinely care about their transformation. And then step 3, validate your transformation. So present your proposed transformation to a small group or potential clients or peers for feedback. Use focus groups or one-on-one interviews. Refine your transformation based on the feedback. And then 3, determining the right price. So step 1, cost analysis. Calculate your costs. This includes both fixed and variable costs associated with providing your service. This gives you the baseline for your pricing. Step 2, value-based pricing. Understand the value you are providing to your clients. Reflect on the transformation you're offering and how it will impact your client's life or business. Use the Van Westendorp's price sensitivity meter to ask potential customers at what price they would consider the product to be priced so low that they would question its quality to be a bargain, getting expensive, or too expensive. All right, so that's a strategy that you can ask. You don't need to do all these strategies. This is just kind of like more strategies you can use. I'm not telling you must do every single one of these strategies, because some of them may or may not really be your work for you, but some of them, even if you may not feel like they are, and you're not really getting it, things aren't clicking, you should try them, because that could potentially be what you're missing in order to get that feedback from the market or whatever the case may be. All right. Step 3, market research. Research the market's rates for similar services. Consider the prices of both lower end and higher end services. Use competitive positioning to understand where your offer stands compared to competitors. And then step 4, pricing strategy. Develop a tiered pricing model. providing different levels of service at different prices. Now, this is not necessary. This is just potential, like I said. And then ensure the pricing reflects the value you're providing and is aligned with your brand positioning. So ultimately, you know, if you're just starting out, you don't need to have like all these different tiered prices and all these different things. You can keep it very simple, but this is like this whole thing of defining your niche, transformation, offer, price. It's like a long-term thing. And even when you're doing really good, you're still going to be doing this. Like if you're hitting 50K months, 100K months, even 30K, whatever, you're still going to be working on this foundational stuff. Like you're going to be tweaking it constantly for years, right? So these are things that you may not need right now, but I'm giving you the tools and different strategies so you know that they're there. And whether you use them now or later, or you don't use some and use some, that's what this is for. All right. Now, remember the process for determining your niche, transformation, and pricing is iterative, like I just said. And as you gain more experience and feedback, you'll refine these aspects to better serve your clients and grow your business. So some extra tools that you can use that, you know, may help you along this process. So Google Trends, SEM Rush, and BuzzSumo. These are digital tools to help understand market trends and audience. So Google Trends show you how often a term is searched over a specific time. Find it here. All right, we link to all of them. SEM Rush is a comprehensive SEO tool for keyword research, competitive analysis, and more. It's a pretty pricey one, I believe. It can get pricey, but I think the basic one's like at 90 bucks. You don't need these, right? This is free. I believe this has a free version. This is more of an advanced tool that, and you would need to maybe know a bit about kind of SEO keyword research for that. We're not going to get into that in this video. It's really not necessary. It's more like, it's more advanced. It's more, you know, icing on the cake, I would say, but it can be very, you know, very beneficial as well at the same time. Now HubSpot's Make My Persona. So an interactive online tool that guides you through the process of creating a buyer persona, which represents your ideal customer. Access it here. All right. Google Trends. I believe we already had that. Yep, we already had that. So just delete that. Uber Suggest. So this is a tool by Neil Patel. He's an SEO guy, marketer guy. Kind of like SEM Rush as well. So provides keyword ideas, content ideas, and website audits. It's useful for niche research and validation. You can access it here. I believe it's paid, so it's not necessary. These are just extra tools, like I said. Answer the Public. So this tool provides insights into questions people are asking on particular topics or keywords. It can help identify needs and problems of a potential niche. You can find it here. Facebook Audience Insights provides demographic and behavioral data about audiences on Facebook, which can help you understand characteristics of a niche. Access it from your Facebook Ads Manager here. LinkedIn Website Demographics provides demographic data about your website visitors, including their job titles, companies, industries, etc. You can find it within LinkedIn's Campaign Manager here. Google Keyword Planner. This is a tool from Google, can provide insights into the volume and competitiveness of different keywords related to your niche, helping you understand the demand and competition. And then Reddit and niche specific forums. These platforms can provide raw insights into potential audiences' thoughts, feelings, and discussions, giving you a better understanding of your niche. You can find it here. And there's also a few other tools. Like there's some good tools on AppSumo, or tools that start on AppSumo. Off the top of my head, there's a few. May make some more videos on those, but ultimately, like, these are just bonus tools that you don't need to use all these. You don't even need to technically use maybe really any, right? Maybe a few. But frameworks and methodologies, lean startup methodology. These are just free frameworks and methodologies that are kind of within the whole defining your niche, offer, and all this stuff. So these are things you could potentially look more into, or you could potentially just know, oh, okay, this is what it is, to give you some kind of understanding. So lean startup methodology. This methodology, developed by Eric Ries, encourages entrepreneurs to create a minimal viable product, MVP. You may hear this word used a lot, or MVC, minimal viable course, or MVS, minimal viable service. And it measures its effectiveness in the market, learn from experience, and build on the learning in iterative cycles. You can read more about it in Ries's book, The Lean Startup. Here, customer development interviews. This involves talking directly to potential customers to gain a deeper understanding of their needs, desires, and challenges. There's no specific tool for this, but you could use video conferencing software like Zoom for remote interviews. Van Westendorp's price sensitivity meter, a market research technique for determining consumer price preferences. It involves asking a consumer at what price they would consider a product to be too expensive, too cheap, a bargain, or getting too expensive. And then pyramids of influence, a framework that helps identify the key players of a niche, from thought leaders to casual enthusiasts, and understand their influence. 4 P's of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. This framework can help you understand and plan how to offer a product or service to your target audience in your niche. Empathy map. So this is a tool that teams can use to gain a deeper insight into their customers. It helps understand the needs and motivations of a potential audience within a niche. Empathy map worksheet is right here, and there is a video as well that you can watch on that. The Eisenhower box, a productivity tool that can be applied to help prioritize your niche refinement tasks. It's divided into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and not urgent and not important. The story brand framework, this 7-part framework by Donald Miller, helps businesses clarify their brand message. It can help you refine how you communicate within your niche. Blue ocean strategy, this strategy involves creating a new uncontested market space, a blue ocean, rather than competing in an existing market, a red ocean. And you can learn more about it in the book Blue Ocean Strategy by W. Chan Kim and Renee Mombourn, however you say that. It's right here. And then jobs to be done framework. This consumer-focused framework suggests that people hire products or services to get specific jobs done. It's useful for understanding the tasks of a potential niche needs to accomplish, which can inform product or service development. Learn more about it here. Porter's 5 Forces framework. This model helps and analyze the competitive landscape of a market. It considers competitive rivalry, supplier power, buyer power, threat of substitution, and threat of new entry. Learn more about it here. And guys, don't be overwhelmed. You don't need to learn all these frameworks. This is like the resources section of of this training. These are just additional things you can look into, and the main ones that could be useful, I did videos on them and provided a worksheet. So SWOT analysis, this is a strategic planning technique used to help a person or organization identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats related to business, competition, or project planning. A detailed guide to conducting a SWOT analysis can be found here. It can be useful, a useful tool for identifying opportunities within potential niche and understanding where you may have an advantage over competitors, and the worksheet is here. And then TAM, SAM, and SUM analysis. This is a potential method of market sizing to evaluate the potential of a market. TAM stands for total addressable market, SAM for serviceable available market, and then SUM for serviceable obtainable market. This framework can help you understand the potential market size of your niche. A detailed guide can be found here. Actually, a detailed guide here. I'll give you the worksheet. So this is actually a worksheet that we did a video on, so you can check it out and watch the video. And then customer development model. This is a 4-step framework developed by Steve Blank, allows businesses to discover and validate their target market, business model, and growth strategy. It's useful for understanding the needs of your customer within a niche. You can learn more about this in Blank's book, The 4 Steps to the Epiphany, and it's right here. All right, and then the value proposition canvas developed by Alexander Osterwalder, and this tool helps businesses ensure that their product or service is positioned around what their customers value and needs. It can help in refining your niche to be better catered to your target audience. A detailed guide can be found here. And each of these tools and frameworks provides unique ways of understanding and analyzing a potential niche market. Utilizing a combination of them will give you a comprehensive understanding of your chosen niche. All right, so guys, this is like giving you more than you technically need. I'm just showing you because this is something that over time you may run into issues, and I want to make sure you're equipped. This is kind of the step-by-step process. We've covered a lot of this in other videos right here, and then these are extra tools just that you can have in your arsenal. I'll give you more in other videos as well different specific ones and show you how to use them potentially. And then these are just different frameworks and methodologies you'll be able to have in your vocabulary. You'll be able to understand them. And some of them you may be able to look into. And some of the main ones that I believe are most useful, I have a specific guide and provided them for you within a worksheet on how to specifically use them. And that's things like empathy map, SWOT analysis, and SAM, and a few different other ones. But some of these you won't even need to do right off the start. Over time, you may be needing to do more SWOT analysis with your team and stuff like that. But this also will help within the niche selection process. And just like I said, this is a constant process. It's an iterative process. That's how I want you to think of everything when it comes to defining your niche, transformation, offer, and pricing. If you're completely new and you don't have any of that, this process, like, you can still have success in your business within this time frame that I'm about to say, but like it could take, you know, any months to a couple years to really dial it in. But you can still have, that doesn't mean you're not gonna be able to succeed when it's not fully dialed in. But I'm talking about really honing in these things and really getting an offer, a transformation, and a niche, and the pricing right, dialing it all in. If you're 100% new and don't have any of that, it's a process. Right now that you're going through this training and implementing things, it's going to accelerate that a lot. But just be ready, because even at this point where we're at, we're still doing a lot of these things consistently day to day. It's something we're always iterating and improving on. It's really like you can never fully master this stuff. All right, everything's consistently changing. So that's kind of the paradigm I want you to think about this stuff with. Other than that, guys, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to us. And other than that, I will see you in the next video, guys. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.